If you thought Landman Season 2 ended peacefully and everything was finally settled, then I need you to pay very close attention right now, because what you watched in that finale was not a resolution, it was a setup, and every single thing that happened in those final minutes was a loaded gun being placed carefully on a table that Season 3 is going to have to pick up and fire, because Cammy Mitchell fired Tommy Norris like he was nothing, like the man who had kept Mtex breathing for years was just a name on a piece of paper she no longer needed. And that one decision, that single moment of pride disguised as authority, is the decision that Season 3 is going to make her pay for in the most devastating and irreversible way possible, because Tommy Norris did not sit down and wait for someone to rescue him. He built his own company, and the moment CDT Oil Exploration and Cattle came into existence with his son Cooper as president and Galino's $62 million behind him and every loyal person Cammy had driven away, now standing inside that company's foundation, everything changed, because the man she threw away is no longer knocking on her door. He is standing across the field building something that is going to outlast everything she is still desperately trying to hold together. And what makes CTT so dangerous for Cammy is not just that it exists, but that it is built on real trust, because Rebecca became Chief Operating Officer, Nate became Treasurer, Dale took exploration, and every single one of those roles is a function that Mtex still desperately needs and no longer has the right people to fill. And Cammy is heading into Season 3 running a company with a 10% chance of success on her offshore rig gamble, with no financial mind she can trust, and a rival company run by the exact people she drove away, watching her every move. And that is not a position, that is a countdown, and Tommy specifically is the reason Season 3 is so compelling, because you cannot take his competence by escorting him out the door. All you can do is redirect it, and Cammy redirected all of it straight into her competition, and what came out on the other side is a version of Tommy that is more dangerous than anything Tex ever actually got to see, because now he is not managing someone else's chaos, he is building for his family and for the people he chose to stand in that field with him. And that kind of motivation sharpens everything, and Season 3 is going to show us what Tommy looks like when he is not holding back. And as for Cammy, her story is not just about consequence and regret, because she was not careless, she was working constantly, putting everything on the line in a world that had never been built with her at the center of it. And the problem was never that she was trying, the problem was that she was trying to prove something rather than trying to build something, and those two motivations lead to completely different places, and Season 3 starts with that distinction sitting directly on her desk, and the reckoning that has been earning interest since the day she took over is finally here. And losing Tex is not just a financial event for Cammy, it is the final answer to the question she has been asking herself since Monty died. So if you want every development of this season broken down, then make sure you are subscribed, because we are just getting started.